2, 1.
Hi, I'm Lois Walton. Today I'm going to be talking about ending world hunger. It's time to stop world hunger now. We now know there is no reason for people on this planet to be starving. Infant mortality rates due to poverty are devastating. The United States has a poor track record with a rate of 6.1 per 1,000 live births as compared to the countries with rates of 2.3 for Japan and Finland. The world produces enough food to feed the entire global population of 7 billion people, according to the World Food Program. As a people, there's so much more we can do. I would like to examine the facts about hunger and share with you some solutions that will put an end to world hunger. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, according to author Charles U. Larson, states the strongest needs we have are basic needs. These are the needs that we have that are required to sustain human life. We need regular access to air, food, water, sleep, and shelter. Food is a basic necessity, of which none of us can exist without this need being met. A society that is as rich as America should be leading the way for solving the problem around the world. There was a documentary made about America's hunger problem. It explains the fact that 50 million Americans, 17 million of which are children, don't have food. The documentary was created by James Denton and Zach Adams, courtesy of Skydive Films. It puts a face on people all around the country who are facing the dilemma of poverty and hunger. First, I would like to examine some of the key contributing facts about hunger that you may not already know. 9 million children throughout the world die from hunger and hunger-related issues. 1.4 billion of the developing world lives below the international poverty line, earning 1.25 cents per day. 1.02 billion people in developing nations are undernourished. Pregnant women and new mothers that breastfeed infants and children are the most at risk of being undernourished. 5 things that contribute to world hunger. Number 1, poverty. Being unable to work contributes to the cycle of poverty. Armed conflict, terrorist activities prevent food from being delivered to people that need it. Environmental overload. Landscapes that are filled with dirt and trash make it hard for people to grow food. Climate and weather conditions. Tornadoes, cyclones, earthquakes, all the events that are going on in the world contribute to wiping out food supplies. Food waste. If we prevented food from being wasted, there's a lot of food that could be available for people who need it. Here are some of the effects of chronic hunger. Number 1, it has a high impact on mortality rates. So children aren't living to their full potential and people are dying early. Vulnerability to common illnesses. Nourishment is required for us to help fight disease. So without it, our bodies cannot fight off disease. And the increased risk of infection is you're more likely to become infected with a weakened immune system. Susceptible in times of disasters. Whenever there's disasters or earthquakes, if you're not prepared, then you may not be able to last till they come with the food, because that could be days. Lack of food is an impediment to development of the human body. So if you have children who will be stunted in their growth if they're not getting proper nourishment. It's also an impediment to economic growth. Without the society being able to go to work, they wouldn't be able to provide for their families. So growth cannot take place in an area where people do not have food. Some of the hungriest places in America include North Carolina, Mississippi, South Carolina, Kentucky, Missouri. These are 5 highest rates of states with hunger problems. So now, what are people giving up for food? Well, 73% have to choose between food or medical care, 75% have to choose between food and utilities, and 61% have to choose between housing and food. Those are some difficult choices to have to make. Some solutions from a group called freedomfromhunger.org dedicated to hunger relief include: one, there's a program that's called Credit with Education program. What it does is it helps get people and much needed education to end the cycle and prevent and free generations from this problem. Another program is called Saving for Change. It's where women get together, they pool their resources, they save their money, and they use that to start a business so they can end the cycle of poverty and free their generations of people from poverty. Another one is a microfinance and health protection. What that program does is helps people get access to credit and also to health services. There's also another program called AIM Youth. This one empowers youth by teaching them financial education, helping them manage their money and showing them how they can save money and make money and contribute to the family income. 62% of food insecure households participate in at least one of these programs that are in place to help combat the problem. One is the SNAP food program. Well, that was put in place for food stamps so that people that are unable to afford paying regular prices, they can get food stamps and get their foods discounted. Another is called the NSLP, National Food Lunch Program, and that is helping students in school get free lunches or discounted lunches so they can sustain themselves and function in the classroom. Another program is called WIC. I know everybody's heard about the WIC program. It's a special supplemental program, nutritional program for women, infants, and children. These programs do not reach everyone, unfortunately. Their legislation has recently been passed by a bipartisan vote by the House in July 2014, and this is part of the American Gives More Act. Suggestions are low on how everyone can solve this problem. One state that leads the way in solving the problem is Minnesota. Minnesota has paid 59.2 million meals to help with the hunger program. It's invested $7.6 million to help with the program. It has 310 innovative projects, and it has a goal of feeding 60 million meals to help the hunger relief system. It's also addressing agricultural surplus to help out. They contact organizations to help prevent food waste, and they are making everyone aware of the SNAP program. Another thing they're doing is they help out with the school meals and, of course, the WIC program. Education is also part of that plan. Now, what will happen when we solve this problem? Well, one of the things that will happen is that we will drive the cost of health-related issues down, thereby creating a healthier society. And a healthier society will be able to educate them and help them provide for themselves, which would be fewer people in poverty. Well, we need your help to do all of this. Here's some of the things that you can do. You can go to freedomfromhunger.org and get the latest update on news relating to hunger and learn about the program being offered worldwide. You can call your congressman and tell him to go visit a local food bank and see what impact it's having on your community. You can give, you can donate money, or you can donate your time out at the local food banks. They always need help. $1 provides 10 meals for people in need. In conclusion, making this world a better place for humanity is a lofty goal for anyone to achieve. No one person can do it all. We all need each other. With the help of everyone who is able, we can feed those who are unable to feed themselves and give them the tools to participate in exercising their God-given right to pursue freedom and the pursuit of happiness. Food is a necessity. Helping people that are hungry is our responsibility. We owe this to the next generation, to at least feed humanity so that it can rise to its fullest potential. Everyone deserves to be fed. Everyone deserves food, clean water, and a place to stay that is safe and secure. And although we may not be able to solve the homeless problem, there's no excuse for us not to be able to feed the people. Thank you.